Hi guys, this is JSON.com and I'm here with the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. It's just been launched and you can tell it's the Ultra on account of the fact it has a stylus, which lets you take notes even on the lock screen. Okay, so let's get things going. The Galaxy S23 Ultra looks a lot like the Galaxy S22 Ultra. So this is the S23. They've eliminated the metal rings around these two lenses. Now, the main camera design remains pretty much the same as last year when they got rid of the protruding camera module. We have here the green version. There's also a lila one, black and white. Okay, so this backside has a Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection, also Gorilla Glass Victus 2 at the front side. And when I'm using the device right now, it feels flatter than before. The frame is flatter and it has armor aluminum for more protection against scratches and bumps. By the way, Gorilla Glass Victus 2 means it can withstand drops from up to 2 meters, and also it takes scratches better than before. Victus 2 at the back, Victus 2 at the front, and it's actually inaugurated by Samsung. There's a special feature here, the CPU. It's different than it was before. Okay, let me shut this down. So it's a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, custom tuned for Samsung. We in Europe received only the Exynos version, so we're happy to see that. I feel that we've missed talking about the screen. The screen you see here is the Dynamic AMOLED 2X 6.8 inch with a 2K plus resolution and 120 Hz refresh rate. We're supposed to get up to 1750 nits of brightness here, and there are extra settings to make the screen extra bright. There's a vision booster which improves contrast and colors automatically. You also have something of a enhanced comfort for a kinder on the eyes image. Now, when it comes to the other specs, sadly, it still starts at 8 gigs of RAM. I would have wanted at least 12. We also have LPDDR5X RAM, so it's the new one, UFS 4.0 storage, and it starts from 256 gigabytes of storage. The battery is a 5000 mAh unit, which charges at 40 watts via wire, or should be 45, and 10 watts wireless. We should also have wireless charging. You can put the device here, another device, and charge it up. There's IP68 certification, of course. There are stereo speakers. This is one of them. And the top one is here, just above the main camera. There's an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner embedded in the screen, which lets you unlock the device safely. And I feel we've talked about the hardware enough to talk about the camera. After a few years of 40 megapixel front shooters, we have a 12 megapixel front camera now, which offers a special sort of stabilization called VDIS. And also, it's the first time I'm seeing the availability of a pro mode for a selfie camera. That's something new. Now, as I mentioned before, if you go to the video, you can also go here and see video stabilization for selfie. So vloggers will be happy. One of the core new features of the phone is obviously the 200 megapixel main camera, while the other cameras stay the same. It's an HP2 sensor from Samsung, the 200 megapixel camera. It films in 8K at 30 frames per second. It's accompanied by two 10 megapixel telephoto cameras, one periscope with 10x zoom and one non-periscope with 3x optical zoom. 2 megapixel ultra-wide camera and a bunch of other sensors are available here, and I'm shocked it's not more protruding and the lens isn't bigger, well, as big as I've seen on other 200 megapixel phones. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Honestly, from the improvements I've heard Samsung talking about, there are 3 keys. Improved nighttime capture, improved nightography, so also improved portrait during the nighttime and improved video during the nighttime. Incredible detail, so if you take a 200 megapixel shot, you should be pretty impressed by it. And a more professional experience. They're probably talking about the options we have here, the fact that you can have expert RAW, and manipulate it to make your photos, well, to work on them better. We also have the Pro mode, which I mentioned before, and I'm actually struggling to find a way to actually take a proper, oh, finally found it, 200 megapixel photo. You can take it here. You can analyze the level of detail achieved on the device here. You can see it takes a while to process, and the details are quite impressive. You can zoom quite a lot. Okay, so software-wise, this is One UI 5.1 applied on top of Android 13. And the first thing I noticed is a brand new battery widget, which can be seen here. It's good looking and also shows the battery level of other connected devices, Galaxy Watch and Galaxy Buds among them. We also get a brand new weather app and a brand new weather widget, more good looking and fancier. There are improvements brought to the always-on display and to the lock screen, and well, we have the 2.8 millisecond stylus and the Samsung DeX wireless, which we already knew. So that's pretty much it. This is the Galaxy S23 Ultra. Just handled it here. It's flatter, more comfy, and at the same time, it improves on the nightography, portrait, and pro features. Goodbye.